Hello students, so welcome to the class. I'm Yogita. Subject is psychology for nurses, and today's concept is motivation and theories of motivation. Now, this motivation, the word motivation is derived from the Latin word movere. Mover means to move, to push. Now we studied that motivation is nothing but that condition of organism where they develop that need, drive, or any response towards achieve that goal, meet that need. Now that is called motivation, and we can also see this motivation has got a four component like need, drive, response, and goal. They address the need, their wish, okay, that tend into a need. Now this need give a direction to develop the behavior, like develop that drive. It may be a physical drive, psychological drive. That drive will give a lead to a response, how you are going to respond to that drive, and that drive that give a response, and that response will help you to reach the goal. For example, you feel thirsty. See, what feeling you're getting is the need of your body. That body need will move to that drive, thirst need. Then your response, you're searching for the water, and that response, you searching for the water, you got the water and drinking, that is reaching your goal. So this is a motivation cycle. I hope you understood. It will come in a cycle way. Like you are having a need will go to drive, your response, and you're reaching that goal. So this is about motivation cycle and motivation. Now we are going to study about motivation theories. Now mainly we can study five theories here. Instinctive theory of motivation, and drive theory of motivation, arousal theory of motivation, incentive theory of motivation, and Maslow's hierarchy need motivation theory. So let us study all these motivational theories now. Now, instinctive theory. That means, see, this is a behavior, innate behavior of an individual. It has come from the birth, like it's an inborn need, inborn talent. No one has taught you, but you learn by yourself to behave in that way. Now, for example, you can make a study on this birds. You see the birds are migrating from one place to another depending on the season. See, no one has trained that birds. You go from here and you go to that north place, you be there. No one has taught that. But the birds are developed that qualities. It is programmed in their system. It's an evolutionary program. Now same like see that need of an individual, like if they feel thirst, automatically they develop that feeling, they experience that, their body wants that, and they go and have a drink, they have a glass of water. See, this is a instinctive feelings where you are able to develop that feeling. Apart from that, see, this theory will explain in a better way with the three components. Your cognitive, cognitive, and affective will help you to influence this theory. See, for example, now when the child saw a snake, the child saw a snake, cognitive development, knowing, child will know that, oh, it's a snake. This is the first stage. Then second, child will develop a feeling of fear. See, cognitive, that related to your emotion. You develop that thought, a feeling, a fear. Then third is affective, that what you're doing, immediately child will run from there. See, run away from the place. See, this is an immediate action. See, no one has taught the child, you do that, but immediate child will understand what he is supposed to do. So it is an innate character of an individual. So this is called instinct theory of motivation. Next, a drive theory of motivation, where individual explain here some biological drives that will motivate them to do the things. Mainly we studied in detail about drives, biological and socio-cultural drive. Now this drive will encourage the individual to do the things. See, when your body system, some changes occur, like lack of glucose in your body, then chemical secretion, hormone will give a signal, these chemicals will give a signal to your brain that you should eat some food right now, so that you are able to manage your body balance, a functioning level can be maintained. See, you are tend to go and eat some food, you're searching for the food and you're eating. See, this is what called drive theory. Now, not only a biological, even your psychological, sociological behavior, how you live in the society, how you are going to develop a relationship with others. See, these all things matter. Now, in this drive theory, mainly individual will have these four drive, like hunger, thirst, sex, and avoid from pain. People don't want to get a conflicts and fall in a trouble, so that they're trying to have a easy life without any much conflicts, so that they want to have a good mutual understanding and they want to lead their life. So this is the way how this drive will make you to lead your life. So this is a theory of drive, theory of motivation. Okay, next is arousal theory of motivation. Now, arousal means a feeling, alertness of your body, awakening of your body. Now, your body is responding to that. It's a way that your central nervous system will control your feelings. Based on that feelings, you are behaving. Now, for example, when you feel very low, when you feel very sad, what you will do? Definitely, we may watch some film which is quite exciting. You may call your friend, phone a friend, talk to them. You may go out or shopping, or you want to have a cup of coffee with your friends. You may do a behavior which will improve your mood. Okay, now when your arousal, when you really feel high, it's your arousal is very high, you're getting so much of anger, you're not able to control, what you will do? You will keep yourself alone, you do some meditation. Definitely, breathing exercise you may practice, so that that arousal will come down. You will settle all your aggressive feelings. So this is called arousal theory of motivation, where your behavior is based on the arousal what you're getting in your body. Okay, next is incentive theory of motivation. Now here, a definitely individual behavior is intent towards the incentive what you're going to get. To get that, you will change your behavior and you're doing that. That is called incentive. I'll give an example here. You may say that a daughter is studying in 10th standard, or a son. The father will offer them, if you get A grade in your 10th standard, you are going to get a bike. I'm going to get a bike to you. See that for the sake of incentive, you are behaving in such a way to get that. You're studying hard, you are giving your maximum effort, you are giving your 100% so that you get that score A. So you get this incentive, reward. See, this is called pull theory. That means this incentive is pulling the individual towards that. So this is called pull theory also. Okay, this is all about incentive theory of motivation. Next, hierarchy construction. This hierarchy, Maslow's hierarchy needs, it is explained by Maslow's. So he said that he has given a 5 component of life, how this is important to meet the needs. First is physical needs. You definitely individually have that motives or drives to develop these physical needs like food, water, shelter, all that. Next is security. Once you meet that need, then you will move to the second phase, where you want to feel security, where you feel yes, you are safe. Then love and belongings. You want someone to love, you want to be loved by someone, you want to live in a group relationship, attachment, all that things. Then you will go to that self-esteem stage, where once you receive all these basic needs, your basic care, psychological needs are met, you feel safe, you feel to be loved, then you acquire that a self-esteem, where you feel you're little superior, you feel much more comfortable reason. Once you acquire that, then the person go to the last phase that called self actualization, where you know the morality, you will not have any prejudice, you will not have any wrong prescription about or description about others. So that's the final stage, where you are able to do everything which you are capable of doing that. Now that is called Maslow's hierarchy construction. Hierarchy needs, physical needs, safety and security, love and belonging, self-esteem and self-actualization. So this is the fifth theory of motivation. I hope you understood. I'm going to summarize. We learned of 5 theories today. Instinctive theory of motivation. That means it's the innate character of an individual to do that. It's not learned, it has come by birth. Next is drive theory of motivation, where your biological psychological drives will motivate you to do that such behavior. Mainly we are giving like importance to the 4 needs, like need of food, water, sex and avoidance of pain. Then third is arousal theory of motivation, where your arousal which make you to behave in that way. Incentive theory of motivation, your behavior is motivated you to do so that you are going to get that reward. Incentive theory of motivation. And Maslow's hierarchy needs, hierarchy construction will help you to reach that goal. It's from basic physical needs, safety and security, love and belongings, self esteem and self actualization. I hope you understood. Please keep watching, keep reading, and I hope that this will help you to write in your exams a theory of motivations. I'll see you in next class with a new concept. Until then, take care of yourself. Thank you all.